I'm not sure if there's microphones in the room.
Yeah,
there are. Okay, go for it.
For the German market, there is a SL75. Better? Oh yeah. Okay. For the German market, there's a Siemens Gigaset SL75 WLAN, which runs Linux. The source is available. You can flash it once because you don't get the utility to flash it again. And yeah, I've never found anyone who has hacked it yet.
So Gima Gigaset, that's not a DECT phone?
No, that they have Gigaset Line, which are DECT phones. There is a DECT phone with a SIP client on the base station, and the SL75 WLAN is a SIP phone.
Okay, we'll look into it. Great, thanks. There's a phone waiting somewhere, a microphone waiting there?
Excuse me?
Okay.
Have you had any latency problems when using VPN? So maybe because of the processors of your cell phones are too slow, or even with normal laptops?
In general, these CPUs these days are fast enough to do crypto operations without causing any delay. The delays are really the latency in the network and not the crypto operations.
Did you consider using a separate box?
Right, okay, right.
Did you consider using a separate box and use your phone only as a modem, so to speak, and have them communicate with Bluetooth?
No, I don't want to carry my laptop all the time. I want my phone to be a standalone unit.
I'm not talking about your laptop necessarily. It could be any device that speaks Bluetooth.
It's an idea. We're trying to get this to be fairly device independent. That it's basically going to be an application that runs on anything that can run Linux or anything that can run IPsec and a SIP phone. But that is a good idea, and it's something worth looking into, I think.
Sorry, could you be please quiet when leaving the room? We are still having some. Just a quick comment, in your network diagram you had set up a bridge from the mobile phones to the VPN server. Aren't you afraid of getting problems with broadcast storms or broadcast traffic? Wouldn't it be better to use a routed environment from the phone to the VPN server?
To use what? To use what?
A routed environment, so routing between the subnet, the network you have your PBX and IAM server sitting in.
But you basically make the phone appear on the other end. So
yeah, you're using the bridge mode. So you're bridging through the because you had the mobile phones in the same IP network as yes. Your PBX and the other.
But you can make that your own dedicated subnet
so
for phones, right? So 10.02 could be all your mobile phones, and 10.01 could be all your servers. It's whatever you want. The VPN gives you the flexibility to design this how you want.
Okay.
In the last year, a lot of phones switched to the Series 60 from Symbian. How is it about security on this Symbian operating system? Because for Linux, there is, for example, in Austria, I cannot buy one Linux phone with UMTS and Wi-Fi. So how is it with this series related to security and SIP and with this stuff?
I'm hoping that OpenMoko will be a really nice phone that's coming soon. That's Linux friendly and runs Linux, and you get all the source code and the same with the Green Tech. The Green phone from Trolltech. So I'm hoping we won't need to start hacking Symbian phones. I'd really like not do that.
Sorry, which was the first phone you told?
Sorry?
The first phone you recommended.
The OpenMoko phone, it's a Linux phone. It's currently vaporware, but we're hoping to get one soon.
Okay, thanks.
Basically, my advice for phone at this point would be wait 2 to 3 months and see what's on the market, because things are really happening right now.
I mean, the Green phone did ship a couple of units. Like, it's not vaporware. They just had a GPL issue. They shipped a couple of units, realized they had this issue, stopped shipping.
Yeah, but the Green phone was only like a development project for companies, not for a private user or not.
No. Well, yeah, you had to say you were a developer, and then you could get it. Actually, I ordered it. I paid for it twice. They canceled the credit card transaction twice, and the last email I got was on December 26th saying that they're continued shipping again. So, I don't know. Maybe there's a phone for me waiting.
Okay.
So I have to be online all the time with my phone? Or how do you, how does, you have this phone on the left side and the one on the right side?
So if you're on GPRS, you're basically always on. It's like your BlackBerry. You're continuously online.
And if you have a VPN, you're always transmitting data. So
to be reachable with your SIP client or EEX client on your phone, you would need to be online, and there would be a certain amount of cost in data sending like packets all the time. But both SIP and EEX are fairly efficient at that keep alive, so it wouldn't be a lot of data. I mean, this is going to be an expensive proposition no matter what. Like, I don't think we've done exact calculations, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was in the $10 a minute range.
I sort of like calculate, if you start using only like GPRS only, and you're able to do all your voice calls using data to your own PBX server, which has like a SIP provider, then if you're calling for 70 euros a month, it's going to be cheaper to buy the highest GPRS connection bundle, which will give you unlimited traffic. So it will work for a few months until they maybe realize that you're actually doing more than what they consider unlimited traffic. But future will tell us when they cut you off. But basically, yes, you will have to max out your GPRS subscription. But if you actually do 70 euros of mobile phone calls a month, you will break even. This is calculated in like what I did with the Canadian prices, which are a bit high. Things might actually be a little bit better here in Germany.
Canadian data prices are ridiculous. You can't get an unlimited connection. It's really, really annoying.
And the problem with the limited GPRS subscriptions is that as soon as you go 1 byte over, they basically want your soul. Like the prices of going over your allotted amount of megabytes is like, you might as well kill yourself.
And don't forget that we're running a workshop tomorrow, so I guess we're going to probably have a lot more time to answer questions and to talk about configurations and that kind of thing there. I think there's one more question if we've got time for it.
When you're doing this workshop tomorrow, you've pointed out that there's only a very limited number of phones which can now be used for your application. Do you bring any phones with you to show up how this thing can be done?
We're going to be discussing probably more about how difficult it was to get a phone to work on this for this project, but this is the Hippie phone, the Para Wireless. It's the one that we were talking about that runs Hopin, a proprietary Linux-based OS. And there's a couple of other ones out there, but we just haven't been able to get a hold of any of them. So.
But it actually works pretty well. Like I have made phone calls from and to Holland using this phone. Of course, without encryption because that's not what they support. But that's the next step.
When the Wi-Fi was working, we were registered with Access for All's SIP provider. So.
Okay, so if people want to know more details about configuration files of OpenVPN or OpenSON, LTTP or Asterisk or whatever, tomorrow there's a workshop. Drop by and we'll show you everything.